And I have the amazing Timothy Dzikunu, JZ Consulting, in the studio for Effective Living Series. We are talking putting your small business house in order. Effective Living Series is brought to you by Petra Trust and Hallmark Freight and Consultancy Ghana Limited. So let's say a very good morning to Timothy Dzikunu.
Very, very good morning to you, Caleb.
It's good to see. I love your energy this morning. How are we doing?
We're good.
Fantastic. So we're talking about putting your small business house in order.
Exactly.
You know, for anytime you hear putting your house in order, it's like you can't die without it. Go and put your house in order.
You need to write your will.
But this one, before you get close,
exactly,
you still have to put your house in
Precisely.
order. Why is this conversation important?
Yes. So, Caleb, you'll agree with me that most of us are not oblivious of the fact that running SMEs in Ghana is a big challenge.
Extreme sports.
a lot of things come to play when we look at the realities that set in, like inflation, power cost, taxes, customer pressure.
My God.
Look, I tell you, your head would want to blow off.
Delivery guys would drive me crazy.
But quite often, the external factors are not the issue.
Okay.
But the main issue is the internal disorder.
Oh, are you serious?
I'm telling you. So as a small business, quite often we tend to forget and think that, once any small money comes in, I can just put it on my Momo and use it to sort out my other things. Forgetting that once you registered a company, you have some responsibilities to perform as an entity.
Tax people are not the main issue.
They are not at all.
Bad delivery guys are not the issue.
No.
Bad clients
at all.
Bad workers
at all.
Maybe bad spouses.
Okay, be careful.
Okay, sorry. So you're saying it's the internal.
The biggest problem is the internal disorder.
Okay.
So if your business records are weak, honestly, your business foundation is weak.
Wow.
So
the records, even over the ECG, that is not frequent.
I tell you, if you keep proper records, you would have been able to know how much you spend on ECG on monthly basis. For which reason you can plan for it.
So that even if you have to make an alternative, you know how to balance it.
You know how to balance it. But if you don't, then honestly, you are setting out on a weak foundation.
Right. Is that why you say records are not paperwork?
Records are not paperwork. They are power.
What do you mean?
Look, if you can't explain your numbers, someone else will. Who do you think that person will be usually?
The tax man.
I tell you, GRA will come at you.
Okay.
Look, GRA is there to ensure that you are compliant. See, if you are a small business and you see records to be accountant's issue, let me not worry my head over it. It's an end of year issue and stress. I don't want to get myself worn out over these things. Look, I tell you, at the end of the day, you are going to run down. So records actually tell you specifically where your money is leaking.
Okay.
It is not just what you sold, but you should be able to tell what comes in
and what's taking the most.
What is taking the most out of it. And what are some of those things? You need to ask yourself, who owes me that I need to chase at the end of this month or this week and collect my money? Which customers pay late? For which reason my cash flow is not on a good foot?
Why is that important? So you delay supplying them or something?
You delay paying them. You don't go ahead and pay before the supply is made. Once you do that, it means you are giving out cash that you could have used to turn around the business and then rake in other monies. So which expenses are killing your business? If you don't keep proper records, honestly, you would not have an idea of some of these things, and you may think you're running a business, but honestly, you are just creating stress for yourself. So a business without record is just driving blind.
What? Say that again. A business without records.
A business without record is driving blind.
Oh my God. That's a ditch is running into, right? And so what about sales? If I'm making a lot of sales, that's profit, right?
Look, don't deceive yourself. Don't deceive yourself. Money coming in does not mean money belongs to you. You may want to say, this week I've been able to make sales of up to 10,000, 50,000. Oh, the excitement is there. I'm happy. Thinking that is profit. Look, when you have money coming in, there are other things that you need to take care of and determine what remains, whether that serves as a profit for you or not. let's look at this. Let me ask you a simple question, Caleb. So, have you ever received your salary at the end of the month, money credited to your account, but you felt broke?
Question for the gods. Question for the gods.
Yes.
Quality, come now, mechanic take out.
Thank you. Your rent will take, utility will take, and what have you. So at the end of the day, school fees and things. So at the end of the day, what remains in the account, you turn and hold your chin and say, have I gone or have I come? So as a small business as well, you may have money in your accounts, but don't think all of that is profit. So there are other statutory obligations that you need to fulfill together with satisfying the demands of the business. So you need to pay your VAT, you need to pay your PAYE, you need to pay your suppliers, you need to pay your lease or your rent for the business and what have you. Many SMEs also make the mistake of spending VAT wrongly. VAT does not belong to you. You have set your price. You have set your desired profit and everything. Government says you are an agent for me. Put 20% on your income, and when you collect that, let me have it. Why do you go ahead and spend the money thinking that it's money that has come into the business, so you spend it? So profit is actually what remains after discipline, not after the excitement. The excitement is, oh, money has come in, I'm so happy. So
after you paid everyone, what you have left. Then now it will make you prudent in your spending.
Very, very. It's very, very important. So let's take note of some of these things and don't jump into the excitement that money coming in automatically means profit, for which reason we even spend beyond our budget.
So there are shocks and surprises that jump at most SMEs who don't keep their house together.
Exactly.
What are some of those?
Some of these are having missing invoices. Having inconsistent VATs. Let me tell you a story. I have a client, or I know a small business. They have a few outlets, and they are registered for VAT. GRA walks into one of their outlets and decided to make a purchase. So when GRA made the purchase, they were like, okay, we are done. We've made payments. Then the shopkeeper says, okay, thank you. GRA was like, is that all? She says, yes. Then they are like, but we can see this VAT book on your table. What is it doing over there? Oh, my madam says if you come and buy and it's not up to a certain amount of money, I shouldn't issue VAT invoice for you. Wow. It triggered an audit. And Caleb, I tell you. So sometimes we make these mistakes. Once you are registered for VAT, even if the sale is 50 cedis, write it in the invoice book and remit it at the end of the day. So it is very important that we take note of some of these things. So sometimes GRA will estimate for you because you haven't kept your records well. And when they are doing this estimates, honestly, they are not generous. GRA will not be generous with the estimates. So taxes become predictable when your records are clean.
But Timothy, the records keeping, is it that hard? Is it not?
Caleb, record keeping should not be hard if only as a business owner you have made it a point to dedicate even 10 minutes of each day to put that house or that record in order. Because as a business owner, you need to understand that your business thrives on records. So if you don't have an idea of what exactly is coming in, what is going out, what you need to keep for government and other things, look, you wouldn't be able to have the right footing or understand where your business is going. So record keeping should not be hard.
Records are the lifeblood of the business.
I tell you, so just like blood run through our veins.
Wow, very important. So you talk about why owner-dependent businesses struggle to scale or don't scale at all.
You will agree with me that in Ghana, a lot of the business, whether they are limited liability companies or sole traders, the owner does everything.
Once he travels or he's on leave, he's sick.
Look,
nothing works.
Nothing works. So if your business collapses when you travel, you don't own a business, you own a stress.
If your business collapses when you travel, you don't own a business.
You own a stress.
Come on.
Because as a business owner, you want to approve virtually everything. You want to keep all records in your head. You don't have any system in place. I want to ask you a simple question. If you don't have an Excel to even track your personal finance, would you be able to tell me how you spent your November salary?
November is far.
No, Caleb.
Charlie,
November was just 2 months away.
Charlie, it'll be problem.
Yes. So once you don't have any system in place, then it means you are creating a whole problem for yourself and for your business. And there are so many risks that come with this. You need to ask yourself, in my absence, can my staff answer basic financial questions without me?
Right.
If your staff are not able to answer these questions without you, then it means you're not running a business. And these things will lead to burnouts, to errors, to fraud, and what have you. So the systems will protect you from yourself.
The systems will protect you from yourself.
Precisely.
Wow. Because as a business person, you are like that. Someone says his pig has piglets, but sometimes the pig sleeps on the piglets and then kills the thing. So you can kill your own business. It is the systems and the records that will protect you from killing your own baby.
Own self, exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
I like it. So what's the hack to survival?
So the hack to survival is discipline. Discipline is key. Quite often, we talk about profit as though it is everything. But profit is just theory. Cash flow is the reality.
Profit is theory.
Cash flow
is the reality.
Is the reality.
Why do you say that?
So profit is just a paper figure that you see. When you are reporting your book's profits, you would have reported your income, put together your historical cost, everything, net it from it, and know that I have made this amount of money on paper. But when you go to your bank account, do you see that money in your account? Once you don't see it, then it is just theory. So the lifeblood, which is the cash flow, is the ability of the business to breathe.
Right. And then there are some common mistakes that we make.
A lot. Giving long credits without tracking. As one of the mistakes. Paying suppliers before collecting the goods.
They must always deliver before you pay.
Before you pay. So
sometimes you just want to sort things and you have peace of mind, but you must make sure they deliver before you pay.
They must deliver before you pay.
You should have told me this earlier.
So a profitable business actually can die from poor cash flow.
Right.
So it is very important.
Despite being very profitable today, if you have poor cash flow, it will die.
It will die.
Oh dear.
Yes.
So small habits that compound into big stability.
Precisely. So usually when it comes to this, I recommend for people to read James Clear's Atomic Habits.
Atomic Habits.
That book is just power. Look, discipline beats intelligence in business.
Right.
No matter what.
Right.
So simple habits may include daily expense capture.
Right.
Make it a point, I said it earlier, that let me spend just 10 minutes of my day.
Right.
Even if I'm keeping everything in my head, 10 minutes of my day, sit behind my computer, write it down. Or put it in an Excel form. So when I go and come back, I know I have been able to keep something. You should have daily expense capture. If you can't do all by yourself, get somebody else to assist you. And you should have weekly invoice follow-ups. You may have issued invoices to some clients. Takes a very long time for you to even follow up and chase payment for those invoices. If you don't, then it means you are going to be losing out on cash.
So I see that you are putting a lot of focus on routine and not perfection.
Routine, because the habits are small, but it is when you are consistent with it that will generate the results for you.
So there's some confidence you get when you create a structure, some system, right?
Look, it makes you even have a settled mind. You know very well that the systems are in place. Things are running the way they should. So it is not mostly about perfection. You shouldn't be an accountant before you can put your records together.
I like that.
It is just about routine. So I usually say that 10 minutes a day saves 10 days of stress later.
10 minutes a day saves 10 days of stress later.
That's it.
I like that. So when you have those structures, how does it help when you go to bankers or you meet investors? How does it come into help?
Caleb, if you should come into my business and say you want to put money or invest into my business, what are some of the things you ask me to show you?
I want to see your books.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Your statements, your reports.
Exactly.
Compliance.
So organized businesses attract better customers, banks, and then partners.
Right.
When you walk to a bank that you are looking for a facility to expand your business or to scale, what the bank will be asking you is, Mr. Dzikunu, can you show me your statements? Even if you saved with other banks, I want to see your statement for the last 1 year or 3 years. Or let me see your audited financial statements for the past 3 years and see how your business tracked. When an investor comes in, quickly they want to see your numbers.
Right.
How are your numbers looking like? Is it worth investing into the company? When GRA or the statutory agencies come in, all they are looking for is what? Compliance.
So it helps even in your negotiations.
Precisely. Right. You have the power. So without a structure, you always guess.
I get it.
And you negotiate from weakness if you don't have structure. Right. So order gives you negotiating power.
Order gives you negotiating power.
Precisely.
And that comes from routinely keeping your books.
Exactly.
And you're saying that routine is better than perfection.
Precisely.
I love it. Future-proofing your business.
Yes.
How do we do that?
Yes. We are trying to put our house in order.
Absolutely.
As small businesses. Look, sometimes once you make small money, you think, I need to open another outlet at Adabraka.
Gosh.
Or I need to open another outlet. Probably I have a small clothing shop at East Legon. Osu, I learned a lot of the foreigners run that street. So let me go and open another branch over there, thinking you are expanding your business. But
so you say a serial entrepreneur.
Oh yeah, I tell you. But remember, once you do that, it is not just expanding the business, but it exposes your weaknesses as well. Because growth increases taxes.
Okay.
Scrutiny, and then complexity. So you ask yourself, if your business doubles tomorrow, are your systems ready?
Okay.
We spoke about systems that will protect you from yourself already. So if your business is expanding, do you have the systems in place to accommodate all of that?
Oh, then we have to fix the foundation before we get to the roof.
Thank you. It is therefore very important to fix the foundation before adding floors. It's just like building a house. How do you start building a house from superstructure if you don't have the foundation properly laid?
That's wild.
Yeah.
Amazing. So we are talking putting your SME house in order. We've learned so much so far. I'm sure as you're doing the listening, you are taking your own notes as well. Timothy Dzikunu is my guest today on Effective Living Series. Growth exposes weakness, it doesn't fix it, because growth will increase scrutiny, it will increase taxes and complexity. So if your business doubles tomorrow, are your systems ready? Fix the foundation before adding the floor, the roof. Order gives you negotiating power. And discipline beats intelligence in business. Profit is theory, cash is reality. If your business collapses when you travel, you don't own a business, you own stress. Systems protect you from yourself. My goodness. So, Timothy, what do we need to know in closing, and how can we reach you also?
Yes. So, Caleb, a business in order is a business at peace.
Right.
So once your systems are in place, you have every record properly kept.
Right.
When any official walks into your premises, you know you are ready to actually give them whatever they are looking
There's
for.
no panic.
There's no panic.
You don't run away and tell your children when they come to them, I'm not in the house.
Not in the house.
And the child will say, "Mama, miss me, can't you say, only few."
So it is very important to maintain clean records.
Right.
That is key in every business that we run. And you need to have tax clarity, understand what taxes you should pay as a small business owner. Sometimes you are not stupid. GRA, we have the new VAT law coming into effect just recently, Act 1151. It has given or increased the threshold for retail businesses that if you make sales of up to 750,000 cedis, then you are registered on VAT. If you make below that, you don't register. But you are a small business in the retail space. You make sales of just up to 20,000 or 30,000 a month, and then you have gone to register for VAT. And when the responsibility is on you to remit the payment of the VAT, you begin to cry.
So the knowledge,
The knowledge
Timothy,
is very
if
key.
we reach you, you can help us, right?
I can't always
so
do that.
JSET Consulting, what do you do? How can you help us?
So at JSET Consulting, our main business at JSET Consulting is to be able to provide technology-enabled accounting, tax, and finance management services that deliver full regulatory and statutory compliance, strong financial governance and controls, accurate decision-ready financial reporting, and embedded advisory support services to guide growth.
Timothy, we need you so much. Before you give us your final words, give us your numbers or your handle so we can stay in touch with you.
So JSET, we are on Facebook at JSET Consulting. We are on Instagram as well at JSET Consulting. And you can reach us on 0206 01 0111 0206 010111. We are located at 13 Atawadiko Street, Ashalibuche, Third Gate, just behind Ashalibuche, Third Gate Pharmacy.
Okay, that's beautiful. Let's take your final words before you take leave of us. What should we know in putting our SME's house together in 2026?
Good. So, simply put, don't wait for penalties to learn discipline. Tools, systems, and habits exist to make this easier. And the key is to start. So we have simple tools like Namex accounting, which you can use. And finally, before you chase growth, put your house in order.
Before you chase growth, put your house in order. Timothy Dzikunu is the CEO, the big man at JSET Consulting. Thank you so much for helping us put our house together. That was Effective Living Series brought to you by Petra Trust and Hallmark Freight and Consulting Ghana Limited.